Hi everyone, it's 11:30 on a Friday. Now I've copped a few private messages and a few MMSs coming through my phone of everyone taking photos of these chemtrails. I'm just going to give you a quick zoom up. Can you actually see that? Of course you can. That is called a chemtrail. It's been going on all morning. I don't know what to say, but I'm just giving you a bit of a briefing, okay? Just one sec. Okay, a quick briefing between a contrail and a chemtrail. Now that what you've just witnessed now that I've just actually shown you is a chemtrail. I witnessed two planes crossing over each other at the same time to do that cloud there. A contrail, for those people that keep saying it's a contrail, it ain't a contrail, it's a chemtrail. For layman's term, now a contrail is when a plane hits a certain altitude, hot gases from a plane and cold atmospheric temperature creates a jet stream. It's called a contrail. It's exactly the same principle of when it's a cold day. You start your car in the morning and steam comes out of the exhaust. After a few seconds or a minute or so, that disappears. That's a contrail. Now that is a chemtrail. That has got aluminum, barium, fluoride, alkaline, and etc. of chemicals in there. Now what the global elite are actually doing to this now, to what we're doing, I've done a bit of study on it. Just a quick rundown. If you go to a pet shop and you go buy a fish, you go buy a fish tank and you're all excited, you go home, you fill that up with water, you put the fish in there, the fish will die within 24 hours, okay, because the actual alkaline in the water is too much. Or so you got to get yourself a pH tester from the pet shop, you mix it in, you neutralize that water, and the fish will survive. Exactly the same with our body now. We've got 60% water in there. Now these global elite are trying to wreck our pH level in our body through spraying chemtrails. Now once we're breathing this in, whether we're eating it through our foods because it gets washed into our foods and stuff like that, it is wrecking our pH level in our body, which brings on cancer, which brings on different kinds of illnesses and sicknesses. I don't know how to put this to you guys, but please do your research on this. This is very, very important because they're trying to control the population here. And they're trying to control their population and they're trying to do weather manipulation. Now, Tony Abbott, when he was our Prime Minister, had a meeting with the UN, with the global elite, it's called a G20. Now, they were trying to usher in a global warming fee, which was $77 million. Now, the Gillard-Rudd government put on a carbon tax, which funded chemtrails, which funded fake global warming. Now, Tony Abbott got booted because he didn't want to fund it, okay? Malcolm Turnbull just got into that. A few months later, he went to the G20 with the global elite, with the UN, and for these people for global warming, and funded it. $77 million out of our own taxpayers' money to fund what is going on in the atmosphere now. Now, 22% of the world is greener than what it was 10 years ago because of our population now has doubled. Now, carbon dioxide, whether it's through our exhaust, whether it's through electricity, through the carbon through the coal that they burn, coal seam gases and stuff, it's plant food. Now, these global elite are spraying chemtrails, whether it's to control the weather, whether it's for our population, they are controlling this. They're throwing an aerosol over Sydney or wherever they're spraying to trap in all the heat. Photosynthesis, right, which makes plants grow, right, is getting covered through aerosol. So bees will die because they can't pollinate for fruits, they can't pollinate for this. So we're not going to end up having anything to eat. It's going to be all genetically modified food we're going to eat, which are just going to wreck and manipulate our DNA structure. I know I'm getting a bit too deep into this, but everyone needs to realize what is going on. I don't know what else to say, but today is the day that we're getting sprayed again. We're getting sprayed like animals, like a pesticide. Please wake up, everyone, and see what's going on around us. I'm concerned, and so should you be. See you later. Over and out. Keep you posted.